everybody, we're back. It's your boy Matty Rants here, and we're here for an actual installment for Movie Mondays. Now, if you saw my earlier video today, you would have known I talked about a little bit of the Usher Raymond herpes scandalo. And if you want to go ahead and jump in on that, that video was posted earlier today, so just take a look through my videos. And if you love RuPaul's Drag Race and you were a fan of Season 9, definitely go through all of those videos as I review all the episodes, half of them with Jamar84, other half by myself. We need to go ahead and get on into it. So, Movie Mondays. This is our new tradition here for those who like to go to the movies or watch movies at home. Here I am to give you my thoughts and opinions on movies that have come out. Now, I'm a little late to the party, but I saw this movie this weekend that had me crying, laughing. It was so fucking funny. Flunking with the meat. I was flipping the fuck out how funny it was, y'all. And I'm talking about Girls Trip. If you have not seen Girls Trip, do yourself a favor, buy yourself a ticket, enjoy, laugh, tell them Matthew sent you, okay? Now, Girls Trip just has to do with basically a group of friends who were friends through college that kept their friendship going on throughout the years, known as the Flossie Posse, and they decided to reunite again for another girls trip at Essence Festival in New Orleans. Now, everybody has their own issues at home and what they're going through, their own flaws and their own strengths as well. So the girls learn a lot about each other as well as rekindle some of the moments that they had and end up protecting each other, and a lot of hilarious fuckery ensues in this. So I'm not going to give away the story because I kind of just gave it away, but not really. You got to see it. It's a good story. And I got to say that everybody in the cast did a good job. Now, I'm normally used to seeing Regina Hall be like the key cackle of it all. And I'm referring to like Scary Movie time when, you know, when she was Brenda. Was that Brenda? Yeah, that had to be Brit. That shit's still funny to me. Still one of the funniest characters ever in a movie. I'm sorry if this franchise ended up being horrible as it went on, but Brenda's one of the funniest characters, even though she was a stereotype. But Regina Hall's in there. She does a good job. She wasn't really there to be the comedic... she really wasn't there to be the comedy relief, more so. She was there to almost be like a center point or a glue for the group, but she had some good moments as well. Queen Latifah did a good job too, but her character was a little more flawed than the other ones in terms of what she was dealing with at home and her trying to basically choose between money or her friendship, okay? And Jada Pinkett Smith, y'all, let me tell you something. Jada Pinkett Smith looks good as time just goes. She just keeps getting better and better, okay? We talk about Halle Berry looking good, but Jada Pinkett Smith is right there with her, okay? Sis is not playing with nobody. I want to know what you're doing, honey, all right? Besides not giving two fucks about life, okay? But Jada Pinkett Smith had some really funny moments. She was definitely the one who was kind of... she was a little lame, but she used to be the party girl, the most lively one, but then she became, you know, after her 2 kids and doing all that and her husband, you know, leaving her and all that situation, she became sort of a super mom and not a super hot mom, or however you want to put it. But she gets her moment, and by all means, it's one of the funniest scenes ever. But the breakout star of it all was Tiffany Haddish. I hope I'm saying that right. Haddish? Hey, I'm going to say Tiffany Haddish. Bitch, that girl is funny as hell. Now, a lot of people told me that they've seen her on the Carmichael show, and I never really got into that. Forgive me for not really getting into it. It seemed like a lot of yelling. But she was so funny in this damn movie. I have looked for all her comedy specials, and apparently she has a comedy special, I believe, coming out on Showtime. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm going to look that up and probably talk about it a little later because I plan on reviewing that. But God, she was so funny. And they said that she ad-libbed 75% of her lines, which to me, like if you saw Anchorman with Will Ferrell, they did a lot of that in that movie. And lots of the funniest moments came from them ad-libbing, okay? So, again, this shit was hilarious. Like, oh my God, I was crying laughing in the movie theater. I haven't done that in a long time. I really can't think of the last movie that just made me bah ha ha laugh. Like, just cry laughing in the movie theater. So this right here, if you really, really want a good laugh, y'all, I promise you it's not based on a specific crowd of people. You're not going to be in there like, well, this isn't really for my type of audience. No, I saw people of every color, you know, women, men, You know, all kinds of people were in that movie theater, and everybody was behind, hooting, laughing, all of the above. It is as funny as it is. What? It is as funny as it seems, and it's even funnier than what you may think it is, okay? Because personally, the trailer was good, but the trailer did not prepare me for the shit I was laughing at. So I give it definitely an awesome review. By all means, go check it out before it gets out of the theaters. Don't wait. It's worth your popcorn and worth your money, okay? So Girls Trip is good to go. Now, let's go ahead and switch on over to this one. Now, this is The Void. Now, The Void is on Netflix. If you have a Netflix account, go ahead, look it up, put it in your queue, watch that motherfucker, okay? Now, if you don't have Netflix and never had Netflix, try that free trial because they're getting people in. Try that free trial. If you've been used a free trial before and you don't have a way to pay for it, you better find that good friend that can make you a profile on that mother and go ahead and get this, sis. Because I'm telling you, this movie was so weird. I don't even know pretty much the entire cast except for one character, and that was one of the nurses who was in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. She was the crazy girlfriend of Scott Pilgrim who he was dating, who he then broke up with, and then end up with Ramona, right? I can't remember, but anywho, she's in that movie, and I was like, girl, why do I know her? I said, oh, she was in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Anywho, off of that. It was a good movie. Some people didn't like it because they said it reminded them of too many other movies that came out. But for me, I like movies that are very nostalgic like that. They borrow from other influences and put it into their own little twist. It definitely has 1980s written all over it and very cultish, creeper type of movie feel. Like it's a mix between The Thing, and I'm trying to remember the name of this other movie. It had to do with this girl who was trapped in this program. She was like, they always showed this pyramid, and they were doing these tests and experiments on her. I cannot think of the movie right now, but God, it'll come to me later. But it was definitely that 80s movie, cult, kind of crazy, shitty, fuckery, B movie for sure. It was definitely not like A-star listed and all that type of stuff. But if you're into that type of movie, this is it for you. Also, I don't recommend eating while watching this movie. It was fucking gross. I was pretty, nasty. I had a couple moments. What was I eating at the time? I think I was, I had made some Roteo dip. What's Roteo dip? It's basically queso, but when you use 2 cans of Roteo, get you some ground meat. Do what you want to do. I put turkey in mine when I'm feeling kind of light. Get you a big old Velveeta block. Cut that bitch up. Put it in the pot with some milk. For those who are fancy, they put cream and mushroom. I didn't feel like it this time. Some people use cream cheese. I'm getting besides the point here, but you know what kind of dip I'm talking about. I don't do it in the microwave. I like it on the pot. I want that real good cook. Anywho, watch that movie. If you're looking for a scary movie to watch on Netflix, I definitely recommend it, okay? So, y'all, those are my 2 recommendations here. I mean, what shitty movie have I seen? This movie called The Altar. Girl, I think it was on Netflix and Hulu. If you see that title, don't waste your time. It was quite fucking horrible. That movie had to do with this mother who lost her child in a car accident, and she could only save one of the babies. And so she ends up using or taking advice from her nanny/maid in India to go to this temple and basically call out to her son. And she's told to not open the door for any reason. And of course, she opens the damn door. I don't want to go any further with it. It's a bunch of bad acting after that, and a bunch of, It just, I can't stand it when the main character whines through the whole movie, and they know they're wrong, but they don't want to say they're wrong through the entire movie. She could have saved us all the trouble and just admitted it, and we could have had a better hour and 30 minutes of her trying to solve the problem versus her trying to sweep it under the rug. So don't watch that one. That one was shitty. But Girls Trip in theaters now. And The Void on Netflix. Check them out. So catch me again here every Monday. We're going to do Movie Mondays. I'll talk about a movie I've seen in the theaters or movies that I have seen on Netflix or Hulu or any streaming service that we just need to talk about that I feel like you guys should you know, watch. So take a look below at the links. You know where to find me, at Matty Rants on Facebook and Instagram, and at the Matty Rants on Twitter. Thanks again for tuning in, kids. Remember, tune in Wednesday. We're going to have our What About Cartoons, or For the Love of Cartoons, I'm sorry. We're going to have our For the Love of Cartoons segment, and it's going to be about Bob's Burgers, one of my favorite flippin' shows ever. Have a great day, everybody. Talk to you later.